Mel, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. I'm looking forward to hearing all about your entrepreneurial journey, your EO Brisbane chapter journey, and global.
Wonderful.
So tell me, all right, why did you start your business?
I have always wanted to run my own business ever since I was young, and I've worked for a number of other organisations before, and I was director in those organisations, but I really wasn't happy with how they were being operated. It kind of happened that I left those businesses, and within a few weeks I had my own clients and then another employee, and kind of just went from there.
Okay, so tell me more about that entrepreneur journey though. How did you really get there?
Looking back, I think I've always had that in me. My mum and dad owned their own business. So since I was in grade 8, my mum and dad own a new and used machinery business in our local town. But I never really saw them as entrepreneurs. I always kind of just saw them as mum and dad had their own business. But I think that kind of spurred me on from that early age. And you know, from very young, I was selling things to people. So I used to bag horse manure and sell that on the side of the road for $2. And so when the opportunity came up to become a director in the organisation that I worked at previously, I sort of jumped at the chance and thought, well, this is how I'm going to learn. And I learned a lot. I learned probably a lot of the things that, well, what not to do. And I think it'll help me in good stead for when I had the opportunity to run my own business.
So can you describe to me what is your business?
So Comuniti is a workplace strategy and interior design company. We create workplace environments for organisations to develop high-performing teams, and we also work with airline lounges as well. So we come in and help an organisation understand who their people are, how they interact, and understand what the types of people are that work in those organisations to help them get the most out of their people by providing them with the tools and the resources and the spaces that they need to be able to do their jobs to the ultimate.
Can you define what success looks like to you?
Oh, I think that's a really big question. I think success has definitely changed for me over time. I think when I was younger, it was always about striving and being the best and doing the next best thing and working your way up to the top. I think as I've got older and hopefully wiser, that's sort of changed a bit, and my definition of success now is probably a little bit more balanced, and I'm looking for that next definition of success, I think, myself. I've just turned 40. So I'm kind of looking at things a bit differently, and I think I'm now looking for something that's a little bit more balanced across my whole life.
All right, how long have you been an EO member for?
I have been an EO member for 3 years now. I joined in 2017.
Great. What a journey that has been.
Absolutely.
What is one thing that you didn't realise about EO before you joined?
I probably didn't realise the impact that it was going to have on my life holistically. I joined it understanding it was a business network and that it was going to support me through my business journey, but I actually have found that it's probably supported me to help look at those different aspects of my life to understand that there is more to life than just work, and to try and figure out how to actually balance that a little bit better. And the support network that I've gained through that journey has been unbelievably helpful.
So tell me about the leadership roles you've dived into.
So I've been on the board for the last 2 years in the marketing communications role, and I've recently just taken up a coaching position with the accelerators as well.
Yeah, great. Has your approach to business changed since being an EO member?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I was always very much about business is business and we just need to get on with it and get it done. I think I've become far more empathetic in terms of how I approach business and the way that I engage with my employees and the way that I approach business as a whole. I think I've also become much more aware of creating a longer term sustainable business by looking at different revenue streams.
How has it contributed to your personal life?
I think it's made me far more aware of the role that I play in my family as a parent. It's made me more mindful about the contribution that I make to my children's lives and how that then guides them and shapes them to be amazing adults.
Why is the EO membership a must-have for your entrepreneurial journey?
I encourage a lot of people to join EO because I think that it brings so much more diversity to your business, and it's also about the support network that comes with it. Before EO, I didn't really have a very strong business network of other people that I could share my experiences with, people who get it.
Well, thanks so much, Mel, for today. I really appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me.